Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's such a fun and important day. Today marks the first day of the Halloween home makeover. And we are doing a little bit of a Rae Dunn haul, and we're going to talk about Ted because it's National Dog Day, and we're also going to do a shout out to a very important person to me. So, back to the beginning. The Halloween decor. So I was out and about yesterday on Sunday, and we have a little craft store here in Omaha, and it's called Mangelson's. And Mangelson's every single year in their parking lot they build a haunted house, like a legit haunted house. So I pulled up yesterday, and to my surprise, there it was. The whole outer frame was there. You guys, I was so excited because haunted houses and scary movies and everything about Halloween is like my favorite thing. I just cannot even begin to explain. I start thinking about Halloween before 4th of July, and it's just on my mind, and it's all I think about. So when I was at Mangelson's yesterday, and I like to buy a lot of my wreath making things there, when I was at Mangelson's yesterday, I was like, you guys, I've really got to get started on this Halloween. I really want to film it all for you guys, and it's different. When you're doing YouTube, it's different because you don't just bring the tubs upstairs, you put everything up, you put everything downstairs, and then your decor is done. You build it out piece by piece by piece by piece, and you film. And once you film, then you put all the videos together, and then you edit the footage, and there's all of that. And when I provide YouTube maybe a 15 or 20 minute video, that takes about 3 hours out of my day to compose all that, either filming or finding the material that I need, or editing the footage and getting the music added to it, and praying that the software that I use to edit my videos will sync with YouTube today, because it doesn't always do that. So I was like, I really want to get started and just kind of do it slowly, vignette by vignette, and we'll just go through the whole house. So I'm excited. So today we're going to talk about the fireplace. I've gotten the fireplace completely stripped of everything, summer and fall, and anything that's not Halloween, I've taken it all off. I have a really fun accent picture, which you're going to see here in the video pretty soon, that I've got up, so we'll clean that, and then we're going to build our vignette out. So that, it's actual National Dog Day. So we're celebrating Ted here today. He is not very lively. He is passed out on the couch, not doing anything. I don't know what's wrong with him today. He's not very hyper like he usually is. And then lastly, we'll also talk about my Rae Dunn haul that I did on Sunday. And lastly, we're going to give a shout out to a really important person who deserves your guys' views and your likes and shares, and I really want you to go over and check her out. So without further ado, let's get started on decorating. Alright, so we're going to begin. This is the first part of my Halloween decor switch out. I did do a little bit of fall in the very first part of, the last part of July and the first part of August, but now the weather's actually gotten a lot cooler here in Omaha, and it's really got me thinking about Halloween and the fun, magical season of Halloween, and it's probably my favorite holiday, so I definitely want to leave it up for a while so we can enjoy. So we're going to start here with the mantle, and you remember I had that big Tuscan piece here during my summer decor. I did leave it up a little bit for my fall, and I attached a beautiful fall wreath to it. I did not film my autumn decor because I just didn't do it. I was doing other things. So we're going to dig in fresh, and we're going to start with our Halloween. So as you can see, I've kind of cleared everything off of the mantle. Everything is all stripped down and bare, and I switched that out with this spooky black cap photo. It's very French inspired, very old, and almost kind of retro, which is kind of the whole theme of all my Halloween stuff. It's all very vintagey looking. So I thought this would be a wonderful statement piece to have on top of the fireplace, and then we'll build out around it. This was kind of my focal point for here as to what I wanted. So I've already cleaned off the mantle, but we are going to go ahead and clean off this picture so it's good and crisp and clean for its entirety while it's out. So I'm going to start off by cleaning it with my Sprayway, recommended to me by Liz at Tradition by the Season. So let's go ahead and just give this a quick little spray, and then we'll wipe it down. So let's go ahead and And this stuff, you do not need much, and it works, you guys. It gets it clean. And I'm going to just use some paper towels, and we're going to go over the piece here and then get it all cleaned out. Alright. There wasn't really much on there, but I do like to leave, you know, when I build my vignettes and things like that, I do like it to be nice and clean, so they can see if I don't have to worry about it being dusty and grimy. Okay, so I knew with this statement piece here above the fireplace, I knew that I wanted it to be, I wouldn't say retro, because this isn't really retro, but it's very like old time Halloween. So we're thinking back to like the 40s and the 30s would be the kind of look that we're going for here. So I do like to put like a little piece of fabric down on my stuff, so it's not just sitting on bare wood. And I looked for runners, and I could not find runners anywhere that I really liked. I also use placemats sometimes. Couldn't find any placemats. So actually what I did this year is I actually just got fabric, and we're gonna set this down. And I picked this because it doesn't look very retro-y, but this shade of orange that you see right here is very retro and old-fashioned looking to me. So we're gonna kind of tie that orange in with this vignette. So we'll go ahead and just lay that down here. And then I have a couple other really cool pieces that I want to add. So I got this. This piece here came from Nebraska Furniture Mart. You'll hear me talk about them quite a bit in my channel. They are here in Omaha, and they sell tons of furniture and home decor. Pretty much if you live in this area, that's where you get your furniture from. And then I got this really cool old vintagey top hat that's actually going to go on top of the pumpkin, and that's going to kind of set that roaring 20s feel, I guess you would say, with it. So we'll go ahead and set him over here. Get this fabric laid out flat. We'll put that there, and then we'll put the top hat on him like that. So that's kind of just a fun little piece, and I feel like it ties in with that 20s, you know, early 1900s theme that we're going to kind of go for this year. My next piece is a really, really fun thing I just got this year, and this came from Michaels, and I'm going to tell you a little history about this. So this is a modern day remake of blow molds, and blow molds are a old school, probably from the 30s to the late 2000s, or the early 2000s rather. People would display these out, and you could get them for Christmas, you could get them for Halloween, and then traditionally they would have a little light bulb back here. And you would plug them in, and it was like a little light up statue. So they were generally made by General Foam, Union, and TPI. And those places have since closed, and everybody uses inflatables. So I'm an avid collector of blow molds. I have them for a multitude of holidays. I have them for Thanksgiving, and I have them for Christmas, and I have them for Halloween out in my yard, which you'll see when we decorate the outside. So I was really excited to kind of see that Michaels had, you know, the mindset of bringing something like this back and using these old molds to really bring in that really fun, rustic, old school Halloween that I love and adore. So we're gonna bring him, we're gonna set him right over here, kind of like that. So I also have this, and I got this in a store. A lot of times our family actually vacations in Okoboji, Iowa. And there was a little store that we used to like to go to, and it was in Spencer, Iowa, which is about like a half an hour drive from the property that we would stay out there. And it was called the Hen House, and they always had really fun, different types of things. So I found this really cool cast. In this cast, the cool thing about it is, to tie in with my other decor piece over here, is this is actually what they would pour blow molds into. They would pour the plastic through here, it would then mold, they could break it off, and then they would have a plastic statue inside of here that they would pull out, and then they would airbrush paint them, throw a light bulb in, and then they would be for sale in stores like Sears and Kmart and things like that. So when I found this, I had to have it. This is actually a mimic of a mold that you can literally buy, and I also have a an owl one, which is on my desk at work. So my desk at work has been decorated for Halloween literally since the 1st of August. So anybody who works with me knows that I love Halloween and I like to decorate my desk for the holidays. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and add this in over here, kind of with my pumpkin, like that. And then another piece that I have is not from that time. However, it is wearing a top hat, so I was like, well, he'll be perfect with it. And I actually already have it plugged in because it's kind of hard to get back behind the fireplace and plug everything in, so I'm going to show them to you. This piece here is actually from my childhood, and this is the old school fiber optic skeleton. And he is all done in red and black, kind of gives him a gothic feel, which ties in with the red and black in my picture here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and kind of set him here in the center, front and center, because he lights up. And then kind of let him do his thing there. Alright. So you can kind of see that I have everything just kind of placed. So in all honesty, if you don't like a lot of things out and you just want to, get a little bit festive, you could actually leave it like this if you wanted to. I, of course, like to add a little bit more embellishments in it to really kind of polish it off and tie everything together. So what I'm going to do is I literally just have these really cheap Dollar Tree picks, and I'm going to go ahead and pop them in here. So what I'll do, I have one here that's kind of like gourds and pumpkins and things like that. Pop that one in there. And then I have a twin to that one, which we'll put right over here. And then I have just some pretty basic leaves, and then orange, maroon, and red berries, which we'll use to kind of layer the look. And so my berries and things like that are all going to be kind of placed in strategically throughout the spray. I'm going to make almost like a garland. And we'll open this up because this needs to be spread out just a little bit. Like that. And that is literally it, you guys. That's going to be my Halloween fireplace this year. Super simple. Another thing to be mindful of, if you like to decorate early like I do, one thing to keep it from making you crazy that you could do that I find to be very helpful is that place things and build out vignettes that are easy to clean. For me, I like to pull everything off of every shelf and scrub it down once a week. If I can't do that, I start to feel like, oh my gosh, the house is getting crazy and dirty. So this stuff is easily able to be pulled off, wiped down, and put back on. You've seen it took me about 5 minutes to put this together. And it has a really great old-time vintage feel to it. And I'm really enjoying it. So this burnt orange and the reds and the blacks, this is going to be kind of what I'm using throughout the house this year. And you'll see a lot more of that vintage inspired look as we assemble the Halloween tree and things like that. I don't know that I'll do a DIY on my tree on how to build it out. It might already be done and then I'll show it to you type of thing when we work on the credenza and entertainment center. So you guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. And so we're gonna go ahead and take a break. Then we're gonna go over the Rae Dunn collection that I've begun here and what I have. And then we'll close out. So enjoy. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of wrap up by saying I want to thank you all so much for taking your time and watching my videos. It really is such a great time to design and create and get you all inspired. Yeah, and I've had a lot of fun doing that. I found out a lot about myself and things that I like the Rae Dunn stuff. So I wanted to show you, I did go Rae Dunn hunting again, as promised in the title. And what I have today is just some basic staple pieces that will stay out year round. I have 4 pieces of regular Rae Dunn pottery ware that will stay out year round. I do have a new hutch that has kind of been passed along through our family that is coming to my home sometime here in the near future, hopefully. So I really wanted to get a little bit of a head start and begin my collection. So I went to TJ Maxx, and TJ Maxx did not have much. I went to Home Goods, and Home Goods had the same thing that is always there, which is not much. But I went to Marshall's. Now the Marshall's in Omaha is in the same plaza as the Home Goods is, so I was able to just kind of just walk right on down. So I did find a couple pieces there that I really liked. So I'm going to show this to you. This isn't a super exciting haul. Most of you, if you watch my channel for the Rae Dunn, you probably already have this stuff. Again, bear in mind I am a new collector, so this is all brand new to me. So the first piece that I got here was the teapot, and this is going to go in my hutch, and I really like it, and it just says tea on the top. Yeah, and it's a pretty large size teapot. This will go in my hutch. And then I found this, which I thought was so cute. The little creamer that says pour. I don't know if it's gonna be able to show it to you or not. No, these lights, I'm so sorry. Pour. And this would be what you would put like maybe your cream in. And it all has like the Rae Dunn. I don't even know why I tried to show you the bottom. You know the bottom says Rae Dunn. The light never lets me do it. And then I found this really cool baking dish, and it tells the price tag in it. You'll have to excuse me. But I did get this really fun baking dish, and it was actually on the clearance rack, which I'm not sure why, because there was no chips or anything in it. But this will be really cute, kind of sitting up in the back of my hutch. I'm going to be doing a DIY on lighting a non-lit hutch on how to do that. So yeah, I did want to share just these 3 little pieces with you here. I think these are going to be really fun, and what I'm planning on doing is leaving. I don't want a collection that's going to be super huge necessarily. So what I want to do is I want to have my staple pieces out and maybe have 4 or 5 pieces of Rae Dunn for each holiday that I can just kind of nestle in there, and not do a complete change out. I don't need to store that many dishes. That would make me go crazy to have that much stuff on hand. So yeah, so there's that Rae Dunn haul, which was small, I know. But once the hutch gets here and I have somewhere to put all that stuff, I'll probably be doing larger hauls and probably more frequently. So yeah, another thing that I want to talk about is it's National Dog Day. And as you can see, Ted is over here right next to me, and he's having a nightmare. So he is running in his sleep to wherever he is running to. And I want to share with you guys a little story about Ted and how we got him. So Ted is actually a rescue, and he is a pit bull and he is a beagle mix, and he is just such a gem to have. He is just full of personality and spunk. He's a very hyper dog because he is new, and he's young. But we really enjoy having him here in our home. My husband and I just adore him. He's a rescue, and we rescued him from a couple in the next town over from us in Iowa, which is called Council Bluffs. And Council Bluffs actually has a ban on pit bulls. So if Ted were to have not have been rescued in Council Bluffs and had been picked up from the Animal Protected Agency or the pound and whatnot, I don't know what Ted's remainder of his life would have looked like. He likely would have ended up in a rescue. I would like to think that somebody would, rescue him had they not have, but we didn't want to take a chance, so we went ahead and we brought Ted home. He's been with us since the 1st of June, and he has grown at an extremely rapid pace, and he has been just such a joy. This is probably the first video I've ever created here that he's not running around or barking or eating or drinking or chasing the cat and whatnot. Today he's sleeping, and running in his sleep, so that's funny. So yeah, I wanted to just kind of share my dog with you on National Dog Day. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about was I wanted to give a shout out to a family member of mine. Her name is Isla. She is a new YouTuber, and her channel is a little different than mine. Obviously mine is home decor, but we do share the same lifestyle genre, and her last name is Hruska, and it's Hruska, and her YouTube channel name is Isla Hruska, Hruska. I want you guys, if you have time, to go over, check her out, watch her really fun makeup videos, see her beautiful wedding that she had at Disney. She had a Disney wedding that was just beyond belief beautiful, with our dearest friends and closest family members there. So please go over and check her out, give her a thumbs up, subscribe, and watch her videos. It would mean the world to me if you would take the time out of your day to do that. So yeah, I thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the first part of the Halloween decor, and I look forward to making many more videos and lots more to come. Stay spooky.